Hey everybody, welcome to Weekend Garage, and thank you for watching this video. If this is your first time, I'd like to ask you if like and subscribe and check out some of my other videos on the channel. It's been a pretty cool process watching the progress of this Monte Carlo build. So the polishing has been completed for the Monte Carlo, and the next step is to do the undercoating. So I spoke with Luciano over at SS Body Works, and I was able to get some before and after footage captured of the undercoating. So they did all this early in the morning, but thankfully I was able to get some footage of that. So let's head over to SS Body Works and let's take a look and see how things turned out and also what the next steps are in this process. Okay, so right now what you're about to see is some footage of the vehicle all masked off, and you're going to see what it looks like before the undercoating has been applied. So let's take a look at that video right now. So if you've been watching the process in some of my other videos, I do have a video when I was actually chipping off the factory undercoating. And the reason why I did that is because there were sections that were missing. But I actually stopped once I got to the farther end of the car in the back, and especially the fender wells, because I was talking to a good friend of mine. He's a really good body and paint guy here in Bakersfield, and he was telling me actually that, you know what, that factory undercoating is great, and there's nothing better than that. So he said, hey Ronnie, just leave it alone, leave it there. So what I have asked SS Body Works to do is to just kind of blend, when they apply the undercoating, to blend it to what's existing. Okay, so now let's take a look at the next video that shows what it looks like since the undercoating has been applied. The trunk area masked off. What they're going to do is they're going to spray that same undercoating inside of the trunk. I believe they call it, I'm trying to remember what they call it, something like alligator skin or something like that. So they got everything here masked off in the trunk, and they're going to spray the inside of the trunk now. I'll go ahead and get the camera closer so you guys can see. All right, so let's take a close-up of the trunk area. Of course, they haven't scuffed it up yet, but they're gonna basically scuff up the trunk area, and then they're gonna spray the same stuff for the undercoating that they did inside of the trunk. So you can see everything's masked off and everything's prepped to do that. All right, everybody, I just caught Luciano, so I couldn't figure out what the name of that undercoating is. What do you call it? What's it called?
Raptor skin.
It's called Raptor skin. Gotcha. Okay. So, and you're gonna spray that in the trunk as well, right? The same stuff?
Yes.
Got it. And you just mentioned to me that you're also gonna spray it on the front inner fender wells?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right. Well, let's go over there and take a quick look at that. Okay, I'm here with Luciano again, and he's got one of my fenders there. I'm sorry, one of my fender wells right there, and then we have this one all ready to go. So this one, you're going to do the same treatment on it?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Just let me get the camera over there so you guys can see. It's just prepped right now. Basically, he has everything masked off, and it looks like they just scuffed it. He just scuffed everything, and it'll be ready to go. All right, looking good. Thank you, Luciano. So one thing I wanted to just mention to you all is if you notice in this video series for the Monte Carlo, I have been showing you the guys who are doing the work on the paint and body. And there's a reason for that, because, you know, these guys are incredibly talented. And, you know, when you watch these TV shows and you know, and they restore these cars, you don't ever get to meet the people who are actually doing this art, because it is art, right? You might see them in the background standing on a car, or maybe painting in the paint booth all covered up, and, you know, you never got to see who they were before they got in the paint booth, and, or, you know them, you know, who they are by name or anything like that. So to me, it's important to give credit where credit is due. You know, these guys are true artists, and I'm hoping later on to introduce you all to the gentleman who did all the body work on the Monte Carlo. I mean, the guy himself is a genius and an artist as well, but, you know, he was shy. He didn't want to be on camera and all that. So again, just thought I'd throw that out there. You know, just I like putting those extra details in, you know, and that's the reason why, kind of a behind the scenes thing for you guys.